Hey, what's up there, YouTube friends? It's Grumpy Gamer Dad here, and this is Funko Friday. Funko Friday for Friday, April 23rd, 2021. I've got quite a few pops here, so I'm just going to go right to them. There are a total of 5 pops that I have to share with you. One's kind of old. It's been around for a while. It's been on my shelf collecting dust, and I'm going to use it to compare to one of the other ones. 4 of these pops are exclusives, and then the one is just a regular common, I guess we can call it. So I'm going to start with this one from the movie Godzilla vs. King Kong that came out a few weeks ago. I saw it on HBO Max several times from the comfort of my living room. It's Godzilla. This Godzilla is very different from the Godzillas we've seen in the past. This is an older, more, seasoned Godzilla than the ones we've seen before. Here's a closer look at that Godzilla vs. Kong Godzilla Funko Pop number 1017. He doesn't look like a traditional pop. He actually doesn't have a bobblehead at all. He's more like a little figurine or a vinyl display model, not a traditional Funko. You've got his cool spines going all the way up here. This is a basic one. I do want to try and get the one where he's breathing fire. I believe the fire will glow in the dark. So this Godzilla vs. King Kong Godzilla Pop, I believe was $10.99. I got it as a pre-order from GameStop. And since I showed you that Godzilla Pop, I'm going to show you this one. This I've had for a number of years in my collection. This is a very old one. It's a PX Previews exclusive. It glows in the dark. This is old school, OG Godzilla. It's actually been in a pop protector case since I got it. This is actually the first time it's ever seen outside the case anyway. I am not going to open this up. This is pop number 239. Now that I've taken him out of the plastic pop case, I'm going to put it back in the plastic pop case. That's all she wrote. Honestly, judging by the amount of dust on the plastic pop case, I'm glad I did actually put it back in there. Preserve that thing. Which brings us to our next one. This is an exclusive. This is actually I believe it was an Emerald City Comic Con virtual exclusive. It's also a shared exclusive. This came from Box Lunch. I got this for my birthday from a friend from work. This is SpiderMan 2099. If you never read that comic book series, it was a really good comic book series. I actually had that comic book series, and I actually had number 1 signed by Stan Lee. It was pretty cool. And here's a closer look at that Marvel number 761 Spider-Man 29 Funko Pop. The Spider-Man 2099 had a completely different looking, very high-tech suit to him. It's been a while, but I believe it did a lot more. It's more like, actually it was more Batman Beyondish, to be honest. He's got these little spikes on his arms here. He's got this spider-type cape here. It's been a while. I believe this book actually came out in like the early 90s. So I don't know the price of the Spider-Man 2099 pop because it was a gift. Now this brings us to our next pop, and this is also an Emerald City Comic Con exclusive. This is Yoda. This is a different Yoda than the Yodas in the past. Yes, he's got the same pose as normal Yodas. This is number 124. Here's a closer look at that Yoda Emerald City Comic Con exclusive Funko, number 124. This is the same pose that they've used for several other Yoda Funkos. I believe the gold one. There's another standard colored one. But because this is Emerald City Comic Con exclusive, everything's green. His eyes, his hands, his hair's kind of greenish. The box is completely green as well. That's just the theme. Now, this is a shared exclusive as well. I believe we got this at Target, and I think the price was about $14.99. This brings us to our very last pop. Now, this is one of my favorite movies of all time, Ghostbusters. This is a Walmart exclusive, Dr. Venkman. And finally, here's a closer look at that Dr. Peter Venkman Funko Pop. This is the Walmart exclusive. As you can see here, he's covered in the marshmallow after they defeated Stay Puft. All over his body, his weapon, his backpack, everything is covered in marshmallow. And that's really what sets him apart from this one here, the original non-exclusive. So this Walmart exclusive Dr. Venkman from Ghostbusters pop, and I believe this was actually relatively inexpensive, somewhere in the neighborhood of like $10 ish. Well, that is all the time I have for this episode of Funko Friday. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at GrumpyGamerDad. Until next time, this is Grumpy Gamer Dad saying, pop busting makes me feel good. May the force be with you always, and keep popping.